AI is reshaping the business world, offering powerful tools to streamline operations, improve decision-making, and enhance customer experiences. But integrating AI isn't just about jumping on the latest trend. It requires the right strategy to avoid common pitfalls. From automation to data-driven insights, AI has the potential to transform your business, but only if you understand the challenges that come with it. Today, we're going to break down the real benefits of AI, the risks to watch out for, and how you can implement it effectively to gain a competitive advantage. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Kinnett. I'm CEO and founder here at iTernal Networks. And here at iTernal Networks, we believe in empowering businesses and people with the knowledge that they need to succeed. So every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on all of our socials to discuss different topics, educational in nature, around cybersecurity and technology to help empower others. Our goal really is to help small businesses, owners and employees to feel more confident in their knowledge about business technology and cybersecurity. We are dedicated to creating safe and secure environments for people to do what they love. And staying educated on cybersecurity and technology is a big part of fortifying your business environment so that you can focus on the things that you truly are passionate about. At the end of the live stream, I'll be answering questions from the audience. So if you've got any, be ready, throw them in the comments at any time, and I'll cover those at the end. All right, so on to today's topic. What is AI and how is it used in business, and what are some of the challenges that come with it? AI, or artificial intelligence, allows computers and machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning from experiences, making decisions, and analyzing data. Businesses are starting to use AI more and more to automate processes, improve customer experiences, and to make more informed decisions. So let's talk a little bit about some key ways that AI is transforming business operations, and then I'll dive into some of the challenges and some of the ways that you can implement AI in your business and overcome those challenges. Time-consuming tasks like processing invoices, scheduling, organizing data, these can all be automated by AI, freeing up your employees to focus really on the things that they're the best at, right? The things that the machines can't do. This is one of the biggest benefits that we've seen with AI is that automation of those repetitive tasks. So it's important to consider, data analysis is another thing that AI can really take off of your plate, or can optimize, right? AI quickly analyzes massive amounts of data to identify trends and help to make predictions. AI-driven chatbots can provide 24/7 customer support, answering common questions and helping to resolve simple issues. AI can also be used in marketing to personalize recommendations and advertisements to individual customer preferences, increasing engagement and leading to increased sales. This one's one of my favorites, and this is predictive analytics. Businesses can use the predictive analytics of AI to help forecast trends, to optimize inventory, to detect potential risks, all before they happen through the use of this predictive analytics. AI tools can also be used in HR to help scan resumes, match candidates with the job that you have available, and even conduct preliminary interviews, drastically speeding up the hiring process and helping to narrow down the quality candidates. AI tools, these various different AI business tools, are all designed to save you time and to save you money while increasing efficiency. But they do come with their own challenges. So I want to dive into some of those challenges and what you can do to prepare for and hopefully overcome those challenges. It all starts with good data. AI is only as good as the data that you're providing to it, that it can process. If your data is incomplete or if your data is biased, your AI-powered decisions could be flawed. And when I say biased, incomplete, biased, and these are terms that we use when we're talking about AI and the data that's being processed. Biased data presents one side only. It doesn't present the full picture. So if you're not providing all of the information needed then that could lead to bias in AI, leading to flawed decisions that are produced by AI. Making sure that your data is clean and high quality and complete really is crucial to a successful AI adoption. Without the necessary data, AI could lead to incorrect conclusions. It could hallucinate and fabricate data in an attempt to answer your questions, leading to incorrect conclusions. So it's important that as you're planning and preparing for any sort of AI solution, that you're evaluating the data, right? You need to conduct a data audit regularly to eliminate errors and make sure that the data is clean, accurate, and unbiased, right? That it's showing the whole picture, right? We don't want to feed AI just limited information to make us look better, right? We want to make sure that we're feeding them the complete picture so that AI can really do its job. Make sure that you're using diverse data sets as well as data sets that represent, right, the whole picture to help avoid that bias. Integrate data from different sources. That can help to get a more complete picture, right? Don't just feed in the marketing data, feed in the sales data too, so you can see all of your information and make those conclusions correctly. And it's also, from a security perspective, it's important that around your data that you're implementing strict data security and compliance measures, right? Have a policy around what data can be fed into the AI, and make sure that your employees are following that, right? That you're not feeding in confidential data that could be, exposing you to a data leak or other security risk. And then I would also suggest, from time to time, validate the results. Don't just assume that what AI is giving you is 100% accurate, because it probably is not. Make sure you're validating the results. If it's running a bunch of formulas and saying, hey, here's the answer, go check its work from time to time and make sure that it actually is feeding you valid and accurate information. All right, one of the other challenges is integrating AI with existing systems. Many businesses rely on older systems that may or may not be compatible with these new modern AI tools, which can lead to making integration a lot more complex. So before you adopt AI, do a system audit. Look at your different systems and try to select AI tools that will integrate with your current software if possible, or maybe you need to evaluate upgrading your software to something that is compatible. Work with your IT department or your IT professionals to make sure that you're planning appropriately for these integrations to ensure smooth transitions. And I always suggest starting small. Do a small pilot program before you go full-scale implementation to make sure that you're getting any of those bugs worked out before it goes into production. Another one of the challenges is around employees. Are they going to adopt these new tools? Do they need to be trained? Yes, they do, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. Many employees are resistant to AI due to fears of losing their job, right? Well, hey, if I teach AI to do all my job for me, then I'm going to put myself out of work. Or they may think, oh, this seems really complicated. It's going to be hard to learn. There's lots of different reasons. One of my staff said that she feels that it's cheating to use AI to help her do her tasks. And so she's been reluctant to adopt new AI tools, and we've worked to overcome that. But there's lots of challenges around implementing new tools with employees. So some of the things that it's important to do to prepare for is to make sure that you're communicating the role of AI in your organization, right? AI is not going to replace employees. It is there to support employees, to build them up. The goal really is to help employees to thrive and to do what only they can do and eliminate all the mind-numbing tasks that AI is really great at taking over, right? Let AI do a lot of the grunt work, and then let the human employee with the brain come in and take that work, that 70% completed document, and perfect it, right? With the tasks and the skills and the knowledge that only they have. It's important that you train your employees on how to use these tools. Offer some hands-on training and workshops in your organization. Look for other organizations that are offering these and sign your staff up to be able to take them. If you're implementing an out-of-the-box software that has AI built into it, make sure that vendor is providing training to your staff on how to use and get those benefits. As you're doing this training and implementing, make sure that you're pointing out and highlighting all of the benefits that AI has to the employees, that the goal is to make their job easier. Have them to be able to maybe not work as much overtime and spend more time with their family. Whatever the goals of your organization are, make sure that you're highlighting the benefits that AI offers to help your employees, get on the same page with management and with leadership. And then another tip is choose an AI ambassador, maybe more than one for your organization, to really kind of maybe become more of an expert in AI and how to use the tools, and to be somebody that their colleagues can turn to and lean on and say, hey, I'm not getting the results I want using this tool. Can you help me to be able to use it more effectively, more efficiently? This is a really good way of helping your employees to better understand AI as you roll it out. All right, this is another one that sometimes big businesses are concerned about, is cost. Is AI investment expensive? Yes, it can be, depending on your organization and what you're implementing. Costs can include software licenses, depending on the extent, how extensive you want to go with AI and implementing it with other things. If you have in-house databases and all these systems, then you may have to do hardware upgrades. You may have to do ongoing maintenance and stuff. So there's lots to take into consideration as you're preparing to implement AI. And my tips for this is to start with a budget-friendly AI tool before scaling up. ChatGPT, you can get great benefits from ChatGPT for fairly low cost up front, $20 a month for the chat side of things. And if you want some integrations into some tools where you pay per usage, it's not that expensive to start with some of these things as you're preparing to then scale up. Use cloud-based AI services to reduce infrastructure costs. Instead of buying a platform that you've got to install on physical hardware servers in your environment, use an AI service that's hosted in the cloud by the vendor to help reduce those infrastructure costs. And now obviously you have to take into consideration security around that and how much control do you have over the data if it's in the cloud versus on premise. And there's some ways around that to work with security conscious AI vendors out there. Make sure that you're implementing AI in stages. Spread that cost over time. You don't necessarily need to do it all up front, especially as you're scaling, right? Start small, scale up, spread out those costs so you can start seeing some of the benefits earlier on. And also make sure you're looking at AI solutions that provide a strong return on investment, right? Look for tasks that take up time right now that you can offload to AI and start there. All right, there's also some ethical and legal concerns around AI. I've mentioned this, right? AI systems can inherit biases from the data that they are used to be trained. There's privacy concerns over what kind of information does AI have, and is it sharing it with other companies and other organizations, and as well as some transparency concerns, right, around decision making and your staff and your clients, et cetera. So make sure that you're training your AI models with diverse, unbiased data. Talked about that a little bit. Make sure that you're using explainable AI to make decision processes more transparent. And what that means is, so here's an example. Just recently, I built out an application for us to use internally for video surveillance cameras, where we can load in the camera system, the camera's specifications, and then we can say the distance of the object from the camera, and we can get an idea of what the resolution would be and the field of view of that camera. And all of that can be handled by AI on the back end, where we just feed it in a little bit of the data, and then it outputs the information that we need to then put that into the design of our video surveillance solutions. And so explainable AI, you'd feed that information into the app that then goes and does all this analytics and stuff on the back end. And it comes back and says, oh, here's how I calculated that. I used this angle and this formula and this data from over this website, and it has links to it. And it really explains its entire thought process, and then gives you the answer of, oh, your field of view is 20 feet by 10 feet, right? Based on all of this information. That's explainable AI. So if you're using explainable AI to help you in your decision making, the AI is going to tell you, hey, here's all the things and the reasons why leading up to it, as opposed to non-explainable AI, where it's just going to output the answer. And then you're kind of stuck thinking like, well, is that true? Maybe, maybe not. So if you're utilizing it, make sure that you're using explainable AI, maybe not in every process, but especially when you're building out and integrating AI, to make sure that it's following steps that you would follow if you were manually doing it, leading to the result that you want. Also, it's important that you stay up to date with data protection laws like GDPR, CCPA. Make sure that you have internal ethical guidelines for AI use within your company. Have company policies for what kind of data can your employees feed into AI. If you have multiple AI tools, maybe one of them's secure and tightly controlled, and you're like, look, load whatever data you want in there. It's secured. We are compliant with all regulations with that. If you're using a publicly available one, probably shouldn't load in any confidential data for you, your staff, your company's processes, right? Be definitely a lot more selective. Build that into your policy and make sure that those policies and guidelines are being provided to your employees. Also, select AI tools that have strong privacy policies and security protections in place. They're not all the same. If you have any questions around that, please let me know. I'd love to help you narrow it down to which ones are more secure than others. Maybe we can talk about that on another live stream next month or down the road. But just make sure you're looking at that, and don't just blindly trust that AI tool, is protecting you and your data, because they're not all protecting you in the same way. All right, so those are the top concerns for implementing AI, and some tips and suggestions on how to prepare for and overcome them. AI really is a powerful tool, but to make the most of it, you have to implement it thoughtfully. So a couple of other tips on preparing to implement AI. Conduct an assessment, needs assessment, right? Whether this is just you as the business owner, maybe you get your leadership team or key individuals within your organization, but brainstorm and identify areas where AI can provide the most value before spending any money on and making an investment on AI solutions. Make sure that you're ensuring data integrity. I've talked about this a few times already. Clean, high quality data is critical to get accurate AI insights. Make sure that you're considering that as you're adopting. And then choose AI tools that work with your existing systems. Have a clear implementation strategy. Build a strategy around a comprehensive training program for your employees to emphasize AI's role in supporting their work, not replacing them, right? It's key that we understand that this is a partnership. This is not a takeover. And then make sure that you're following data protection laws and AI guidelines to make sure that you're using AI responsibly. Also, I would suggest be transparent, right? If you're implementing an AI bot for something that's going to interact with your clients, let your clients know, hey, by the way, this is an AI bot. If you'd like to do, to bypass this and talk to us, let it, have options for them. We're evaluating implementing an AI voice bot in our phone system, where when clients call in, they can talk to the AI bot to open a ticket, and it will open up a ticket in our system. And then we can contact them back. But we're going to do it in a way that they have the option, right? Like, hey, if you'd like to talk to our AI bot, press 1 to open a ticket, press 2 to be transferred to a person, right? So just make sure you're transparent so that people understand that they're interacting with AI, not an actual person. All right, AI is transforming the way businesses operate. It can offer incredible opportunities, but as I mentioned, it also comes with risks. So make sure that you're planning on how to overcome those risks, building the right strategies so that you can harness AI's potential and keep your data and your systems secure. Understanding how to use AI safely is really key to making it work for your business without unnecessary or unexpected risks. If you'd like to dive deeper into AI for your business, you can go to our AI resource page, where you'll find some expert insights, as well as a free AI ebook that you can download to help you get started on your AI journey. If you have any questions or want to explore it further, You can reach out. You can schedule a one-on-one with me, chat about AI or any other technology or security topic. There's links on the screen for these. Be happy to have a conversation and point you in the right direction, or see if there's any ways that we could help you out. We'll also provide a link to the transcript in blog form of today of kind of what we covered. That'll be available in the chat, as well as the video description if you're watching this after the fact. All right, let's take a look and see if we've got any questions from our audience before I conclude. I don't see any questions from our live audience today. So thanks for joining today. For those of you that are watching this after the fact, thanks for taking the time to watch this. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment with any questions or thoughts that you might have. Your feedback really does help us to create more content that's meaningful and valuable to you. So please let us know so we can improve and do better. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to help you navigate the world of technology and cybersecurity and AI. If you need any further assistance, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. You can find us online at itnet.works. Thanks. Through the use of AI.